She is my wife. That's all the public needs to know. Print this instead. Mrs. Lane is not available for your circus.
If you want access to the trust, there's a condition.
What condition?
Your mother added a marital trigger. To unlock the first distribution, you must be legally married.
Married? You're joking.
I don't build by jokes.
Stay here one more time.
Why would she do that? Maybe she wanted you to have a legal ally.
Ryan, pick up, please.
Throw her bags out.
This was my mother's house.
You've stayed long enough. Don't confuse charity with ownership.
Was. Past tense. Helps when you're homeless.
You promised I could stay till the trust transfer.
That was before you became a liability. No job, no husband, no value.
You're afraid I'll look into the money.
Your mother meant to leave you grace. Pity you learned none of it.
You touched her things.
I touched everything in this house.
You didn't keep this family alive, you swallowed it.
If you want access to the trust, there's a condition.
What condition?
Your mother added a marital trigger. To unlock the first distribution, you must be legally married.
Married? You're joking.
I don't bill by jokes.
Why would she do that?
Maybe she wanted you to have a legal ally.
Ryan, pick up, please.
Not a great time.
Chloe's with you, isn't she?
Hi, sis. Awkward.
No, this didn't just happen. You waited till I had nothing.
Hotel Air Derek Lane is under fire. Sources say the board wants one thing, a respectable wife, fast.
A man who may need a name.
Derek, did you cheat on Vivian? Did you dump her for a secret bride?
I gave him years. He gave me silence.
No comment. Move. This is not gossip, it's an IPO threat.
So the stock shakes and suddenly my love life is a board issue?
The brand runs on trust. Sentiment dropped 14 points overnight.
So the elegant fix is a bride in 48 hours?
A stable marriage would calm investors.
They're not asking for a kidney, just a wife.
People forgive cold, they don't forgive chaos.
You're enjoying this too much.
I'm enjoying watching this family use you too.
You have 1 week. Stabilize your image any way you can.
I need a legal marriage. Fast, quiet, clean.
Sounds like a felony.
No thanks.
You need a husband, he needs a wife. I assume neither of you have time for small talk.
She's your candidate?
And he's mine.
Congratulations. Sit down and disappoint each other efficiently.
Tell me exactly how desperate you are.
Good. You already look married, tense and suspicious.
I need 1 year. Public marriage, clean image, no emotional mess.
I need legal status immediately, full autonomy, and zero interference with my inheritance claim.
You came prepared.
When your life gets repossessed, preparation becomes a reflex.
Clause 1, no unilateral divorce before the agreed term.
You planning to bolt if things get ugly?
I'm planning for the possibility that you do.
Clause 2, separate bedrooms, separate finances, coordinated public appearances.
Separate private lives too. No jealousy clause, no ownership fantasy.
You say that like men confuse access with ownership.
They do.
No one discusses the business purpose of this marriage.
If Vivian gets a hint, this blows up.
If your board senses weakness, they'll use me as a shield.
You understand power.
I understand what it looks like when you have none.
She gets housing, security, and legal support.
Done.
You get no claim, direct or indirect, over my mother's trust, land, or future assets.
Added.
You hesitated.
I calculate.
Mr. Lane, is this your secret fiancé?
Who the hell leaked this?
He married her today?! Tell them you didn't replace me with a stranger in a week!
Lucy, did you trap him into marriage?
Back up, all of you.
I stood by you through every scandal. She showed up when you were bleeding and grabbed the crown.
Was there a crown or just a camera? Wow. So the quiet girl bites.
My poor stepdaughter has always been impulsive. She's under financial stress. I begged her not to rush into marriage for money.
She literally needed a husband to unlock cash. Isn't that right, Lucy? Funny how private family details appear the second cameras do.
I'm trying to protect her.
No. You're trying to bury me before I can stand up. Say it. Tell them this marriage is real. Look me in the eye and say she matters.
She is my wife. That's all the public needs to know. Print this instead. Mrs. Lane is not available for your circus.
Was that part of the performance?
Publicly, I protect what carries my name. Don't mistake this for something it isn't.
Trust me, I won't.
Oops. Reflex. I throw things when strangers move in.
Good to know. I step carefully when families are already broken. So you do have lines. Cute.
Amy, enough.
You brought home a wife like a press report. You don't get to say enough.
Mrs. Lane's room is ready.
Wow. Separate rooms already? That was fast even for rich people. Efficient is better than fake.
Media at 8, family dinner Thursday, no solo statements.
So I'm a wife, a witness, and a controlled substance.
You're under protection, don't romanticize it.
He says protection when he means surveillance. Every woman around him thinks she's different. None of them are.
I'm not here to be different. I'm here to be temporary.
Did you get in safely?
Safe is a generous word.
She left me a letter. If anything happens to me, don't just look at the money. Look at the land.
Not the money, the land.
Then stop grieving and start tracing. What exact trust assets were ever listed?
Cash accounts, investment notes, and pages missing from the original inventory.
Missing pages are never accidentally. They're surgical.
These are all the pages we have on record.
No. The page ranking jumps 17 to 21.
If something was removed, it was above my pay grade.
Who had clearance?
The trustee, legal liaison, sometimes family authorization.
Helen. Lucy's adjusting. When a woman brings nothing into a marriage, she usually learns humility fast.
She wears Lane better than she ever carried Hart.
Funny, you've both spent years wearing what belonged to my mother.
You seem tense. Is married life already disappointing?
I'm disappointed in your paperwork. Someone removed trust pages.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Then you won't mind if my lawyer subpoenas every archived copy.
She gets one rich husband and suddenly she's a prosecutor.
Mrs. Lane accessed historical trust files. The asset may overlap with Parcel 9.
Parcel 9? The core parcel for the flagship expansion?
Yes.
Keep this off the board, especially Matthew.
And Mrs. Lane?
Too late. She knows enough to keep digging.
Mr. and Mrs. Derek Lane.
Lucy, are you really adjusting well to high society?
I'm not adjusting. I was raised in it.
Then why did the society pages forget you for years?
Disappearance and irrelevance are not the same thing.
Your dress is understated. Smart. Less pressure when people aren't expecting refinement.
Mom, stop. She might think that was a compliment.
She's been emotional. Marriage, litigation, public shame, it's a lot.
You keep confusing calm with weakness. That mistake is going to cost you.
She always was dramatic.
My stepmother says that whenever I mention missing assets. You can't just say things like that in public. Watch me.
Lucy, brave of you to show up where people actually remember things.
Good. Then maybe they remember you cried outside City Hall for followers.
I cried for love. You married for paperwork.
Careful, Vivian. Public humiliation hits harder when you volunteer for it. We're all here for charity. Let's not turn this into entertainment.
Then maybe the people leaking to tabloids should start with themselves.
I wouldn't know anything about tabloids.
People who say that usually know rates and timings best.
Parcel 9 can't stay unresolved. We need that land locked down.
So it is about the land. Happy family? That's adorable. Is a stranger moving in for PR what we call stability now?
Interview's over. I said it's over.
Amy, wait. If you're here to defend him, save it. If you wanted to hurt him, you would have said worse. So this wasn't about PR. You really do watch everything. Creepy. Only when people are bleeding and pretending they're not. My father was dying. Derek was in meetings. That's the whole story. People call it simple when they're trying not to say the rest. Your enemies call a lot. She's not my enemy. She's just another woman who finds me useful when I'm angry. Here, since you like clues, old donor night, land, redevelopment, rich people chess. My mother knew his father. Maybe more than knew. People used to whisper.
Where did you get that photo?
You recognized it too fast. You knew there was a connection, didn't you? Don't lie to me. You looked at that picture like you'd seen it before.
I've seen plenty of archival photos from my father's events.
Did you know my mother was in them?
I knew our families crossed paths.
Crossed paths? Is that what you call missing pages and a land clue now?
Don't build a conspiracy out of fragments.
Then give me the whole picture.
Not until I know what you'll do with it.
There it is. Control first, truth later.
I'm not saying the marriage is fake. I'm saying it's strategic. She needed status, he needed cleanup, you do the math.
She cries in HD. Honestly impressive. She doesn't know enough. She's being fed.
She's circling the right story without the key details. That's not exposure, that's fed suspicion.
Anonymous tip addressed to Mrs. Lane.
This is it.
If this is real, you're stepping into more than a family dispute.
Bigger for who? Me or your company?
If someone sent me this, they're either helping me or setting me up.
That page changes everything. The trust didn't just hold money. Your mother held an interest in a downtown core parcel.
How valuable?
Today? Enough to make everyone around you lie.
Parcel 9.
You've heard that before.
Derek's flagship project needs it.
That complicates your marriage.
It was never simple.
Ben said you went to Evelyn. What did she confirm?
She confirmed my mother owned something people worked very hard to hide.
Don't move on this yet.
That sounded less like concern and more like strategy.
If you file too early, they'll bury the chain before you can prove title.
Who's they? My stepmother, your board, or you?
Just give me time.
That's what people say right before they move evidence.
File the petition today. Grounds: financial instability, emotional volatility, lack of independent judgment.
Mention the rushed marriage, it screams bad judgment.
If she wants access through marriage, we'll argue she's unfit for control.
Helen Hart just petitioned to challenge Lucy's capacity to manage the trust.
Damn it.
Helen moved first. She's trying to freeze your trust standing.
Good. Then it's finally a war I can see.
And now I know exactly where to look next.
Lucy Hart, temporary capacity review.
Miss Hart, did you hide your debt before marriage?
I don't answer allegations built on photocopies and desperation. Mother wants this, but I can't watch her make reckless choices with her late mother's legacy.
You mean your choices? With my mother's money. She's been unstable for months. Mood swings, unpaid bills, impulsive
Careful.
marriage. Lying to a camera is easier than lying under oath.
Don't engage. They want clips, not truth. These records show she lacked financial judgment long before the marriage. These signatures don't match across exhibits.
You saw that fast?
Because whoever forged them got sloppy under pressure.
Your wife is a legal headline again.
My wife is being targeted. That's not the same thing.
Intent doesn't matter to the market. Optics do. Until this clears, you keep your distance publicly. No emotional rescue.
This witness attorney, Carl Brenner, I saw his name on Vivian's event list.
Tell Helen it's handled.
You should stop pretending forged paperwork is heartbreak.
If Brenner touched Vivian and Vivian touched Helen,
Then this isn't family cruelty. It's coordinated. Still think your ex is just bitter?
She's being used, or she thinks she's using them.
Either way, she's in.
Helen doesn't move this aggressively unless she's protecting something larger.
Like the land?
Ben, pull every media leak tied to Vivian in the last 6 weeks. Timestamps, outlets, payment routes.
So now we share information?
We share what keeps us alive. Don't mistake that for trust.
Wouldn't dream of it.
If she loses the trust review, your problem gets smaller.
If Derek's image keeps bleeding, so does his company. Everyone wins.
Not everyone.
You wanted revenge. I wanted control. Don't get sentimental now.
Who's there? She was here.
The finance director just resigned, effective immediately. He also requested access logs be wiped from the project drive.
Someone's cleaning house.
No, someone's burning evidence.
There's more. He reported directly to Matthew.
I heard you've had a dramatic start to marriage. Drama tends to arrive where money is already hiding. You sound more like an investor than a bride. Being married to a man who never tells you the whole number does that. Matthew tells me what matters. Sudden gifts usually mean guilt or unusually good liquidity. Did Matthew recently move money through personal accounts? That's an invasive question. So is market manipulated?
Matthew's been nervous. More calls outside. Less money on paper, more luxury in real life.
Did he mention Vivian Stone?
Once, he called her useful noise.
My wife seems rattled. I hope you weren't discussing private finances.
Only private marriages. They're trending around me.
Curiosity can be expensive.
Then you must be very rich by now.
Small transfers, layered, time near media buys and off-cycle acquisitions.
Matthew.
Lucy, I screwed up. I went to one of Vivian's clubs. Someone's here filming me.
Stay where staff can see you. Don't drink anything else. I'm coming.
Delete that!
Now it's deleted enough for me.
Ma'am, you can't damage guest property.
Bill me. If 1 second leaves this building, I'll buy this place just to shut it down.
Well, the family finally showed up.
You set me up.
You walked in by yourself, sweetheart. I just made sure there were cameras.
You bait women who are already hurt and call it strategy? That's pathetic.
Careful, Lucy. You're only one scandal ahead of her.
You're done using my family.
Family? Interesting word. You barely know how to keep one.
Yeah, he doesn't. Dad was dying and you were always in meetings. Then they shipped me away and you let them.
I was trying to keep the company from collapsing.
There. That's always your answer.
Look at me. Breathe.
Dad's lawyer said there was land that was never ours to touch.
What land?
He said it should have stayed with your mother.
Amy, stop. Not here.
Not here or not ever.
Did your father know about my mother's land?
Yes.
Did Amy's breakdown expose family instability?
One more question about my sister's condition, and I'll have your credentials revoked.
Was she intoxicated at a club tied to Vivian?
She was targeted in a hostile environment. If you want a headline, print that. A woman does not become public possession because someone filmed her.
Thank you.
She needed someone.
She never thinks that person can be me.
Because you protect people in ways that feel exactly like abandonment.
That bad?
Bad enough that she'd rather get trapped trying to matter than stay safe feeling invisible.
I should have gone after her sooner.
You came. That matters too. You're shaking.
I haven't slept properly in weeks, maybe months.
Because of the IPO?
The IPO, my father, Amy, you. Pick a disaster.
Drink. You don't get to collapse before I get my trust back.
That almost sounded affectionate.
Don't flatter yourself. You're still a useful legal structure.
That's the nicest cruel thing anyone said to me.
You knew before you married me. What is this doing in your safe? Don't start with my name like that. Start with the truth. You had my mother's land investigated before we got married.
Lucy, I knew the parcel might be tied to an unclaimed trust interest. I didn't have the full chain yet.
Did you know my name? So that meeting at the office wasn't a coincidence.
I saw an opportunity for a controlled partnership.
You didn't marry a woman in trouble. You identified an asset under pressure.
That's how it started.
Thank you. I almost hated myself for thinking I
It
imagined
didn't stay.
Don't insult me twice by lying better the second time. I want every marriage clause reviewed for protective separation options.
You're not making legal decisions in anger.
No. I'm making them in clarity. I stayed silent out of love. But the public deserves to know. Lucy entered this marriage while concealing major personal debts.
I'll shut this down.
You told me the truth too late. Now you don't get to save me too early.
That's her, the trust bride.
She really thought the last name would hide everything.
Don't react in public. Your silence is worth more than their clips.
Silence is expensive. I'm spending a lot of it today. The review is proceeding. The court is considering a freeze on trust access. So she got what she wanted.
She got delay. Don't confuse delay with victory.
What if the market, the tablets, and the court decide I'm unstable before I even get to answer?
Then we answer with documents, not dignity wounds.
If you leave now, the board will call it panic. The board will kimber enough.
And if I stay, they'll say you chose the company.
Some women don't marry men, they marry exits. Lucy, do you want to deny the debts?
I want to deny your talent for confusing performance with truth.
Then why won't your husband stand next to you today?
Because he has a company to protect, and I finally learned I have myself.
Ms. Hart, temporary notice.
Good. Now I stop waiting for anyone to save the respectable version of me.
Open the door, Lucy.
The legal status still holds. That's all you need from me.
Don't do this through a door.
Then don't make me live behind one.
You're leaving.
I'm relocating. Emotionally, legally, and logistically.
Helen hit you when I was pinned down by the roadshow.
And you still stayed.
If I walked out, the board would have blown up the IPO and buried your land claim with it.
There it is. Every explanation still ends in the land.
It ends in the land because that's where they're all converging, not because that's all you are to me.
I can't stay married to a man who treats trust me like a business model.
You think leaving fixes this?
No. Leaving just stops me from pretending this marriage was ever safe.
Where will you go?
To the part of my life that still belongs to me.
Don't shut me out completely.
That depends. Are you asking as my husband or as the man who needed my land? Mom. Tell me I'm seeing this right.
You're seeing embezzlement. Repeated, layered, deliberate embezzlement.
She moved it in portions, small enough not to trigger attention.
That's not panic theft. That's a system.
She lived off my mother.
This can strip her trustee status. Civilly, yes. Possibly criminally, too.
Then I'm done begging for what's mine.
We authenticate the ledger, then pull originals from the bank vault. If Helen realizes what you found, she'll discredit it, steal it, or destroy it.
Probably all three.
If Helen hired you, tell her she's late. I already read the numbers.
She found the ledger?
Mom, what do we do?
We get to the originals before she does.
There's been activity on the family safe deposit authorization.
Open it. Now.
No. She panicked first. That's better.
Your mother knew Helen would steal.
Supplementary testamentarial instruction. If the trustee misappropriates the assets, they lose authority automatically, and I'm the sole final beneficiary.
Your mother was many things. Naive wasn't one of them.
This is strong, very strong, if we can prove chain of custody and locate the original.
This isn't the original?
The original was sealed separately. I was only told to release the copy if things got ugly.
Safe to say we're past ugly.
Where's the envelope?
It was an accident. I didn't see her.
Of course you didn't.
She took the original.
Drive.
Then let's make sure she runs out of both.
At this stage, it looks like an accident.
She handed me the copy. 15 minutes later, a car hits her and the original disappears. That's not an accident. That's timing.
If you're accusing someone, bring evidence, not intuition.
Then preserve the traffic cams before they conveniently vanish.
I posted 2 men downstairs. Quiet, private. They won't touch you unless you ask.
I didn't ask.
I know. I'm doing it anyway.
That's always been your problem. You decide protection first, consent later.
And your problem is you'd rather bleed in private than let anyone hold the bandage.
The copy helps, but the original seals it. Then we force her to move.
You want a leak that the copy is strong enough for emergency relief.
People move what they think is about to be discovered.
Good. Then let's make her nervous.
If the court believes chain of custody can be supplemented later, we may have a problem.
No. We handle the original tonight.
After-hours access isn't standard.
Then let's not standardize it tonight.
Follow me.
She took the bait.
No. She confessed by moving. Now let's see what she's so afraid of losing.
He signed her in? Special access override. Matthew's executive clearance.
So Helen didn't just have help, she had company infrastructure.
That links your trust fight to corporate misconduct.
Then let it take him down with it. Explain why your authorization opened a private vault for Helen Hart.
Administrative courtesy. I didn't know what she was retrieving.
You opened secured access during my wife's trust fight. That's not courtesy. That's interference.
What the board should know is Derek is using company resources to fight his wife's personal war.
You think I won't burn this room down if I have to?
And that's exactly why governance exists.
Pending review, you are suspended from direct control over the flagship project.
You strip me?
We are containing conflict of interest exposure.
They did it.
They took the project.
Because of me.
Because of them. Don't give them your guilt, too.
He really paid for this.
Yes. I targeted the land.
That's your opening line?
You wanted the truth without management. This is it. I saw the parcel, traced the trust, and when 3 Ergertil Evelyn mentioned you, I put the pieces together.
So my crisis looked efficient to you.
At first, yes.
And after?
After, you stopped being the path and became the person. You irritated me, saw through me, and every time I tried to keep this strategic, I kept worrying whether you'd eaten, slept, or gotten home safe.
You don't get points for developing a conscience mid-crime.
Fair. I signed over my operational claim to the project. If the land is yours, any future deal goes through you.
You'd give up the expansion?
I'd rather lose a project than keep proving you were right about me.
I'm not ready to forgive you.
I know. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm asking if I can still help.
Lucy, I found something. Dad's old storage room had a second lockbox. There's a property certificate, and the name on it is your mother's.
Title holder, Margaret Hart, sole beneficial interest.
County seal, original registration marks, archival ribbon intact. This is strong.
My father never owned it. He tried to acquire it. He never closed.
And all these years, everyone acted like the company had some moral claim to it?
Power talks like entitlement when it loses.
So Dad spent years wanting something that was never his.
I'm not just fighting for a fund anymore.
You are the legal rights holder to the parcel the expansion was built around.
Chatter's spiking. Matthew's people are seeding a narrative.
They're early. That means they're scared.
The IPO event is in 48 hours. If they frame you as extorting the company with the land,
Then I stop waiting to answer in court and answer in public.
The press event is a minefield.
So was marrying you. I'm still standing.
We now have 3 pillars: bank records, will copy, title certificate.
Tomorrow, I'm exposing the woman who married a billionaire for a piece of the city.
Tomorrow, we don't react, we present. Sequence matters.
Start with trustee abuse, then diverted funds, then title, then motive change.
If the exhibits are notified first, media can't dismiss this as emotional theater.
once you go public, the IPO can't stay a clean business story.
It stopped being clean the day people used my mother's death as a filing cabinet.
Move the remaining fund balances offshore tonight.
Mom, are we leaving?
We are adjusting our options.
What if Lucy really goes public?
Then she'll learn the public likes a fallen woman more than a truthful one.
Tomorrow, frame it as extortion. She married in for leverage.
I know how to make a woman look ambitious enough to be hated.
Internal comms. Not enough to kill him yet, but enough to crack him.
You're still helping.
I'm late, not gone.
Tomorrow, I'm not walking in as Mrs. Lane.
I know. That's why you might win.
No. That's why I'll survive.
Please welcome
Mrs. Lane, this segment is, and it's lucky I'm not here as Mrs. Lane. My name is Lucy Hart, and before this company tells you a growth story, I need to tell you a thief story. Exhibit 1, years of trust income diverted by acting trustee Helen Hart.
This is a smear campaign.
No, smear is what you did with rumors. This is paper.
Exhibit 2, supplemental testimonial copy stating any trustee who misappropriates the fund loses authority automatically.
Exhibit 3, the contested parcel is legally tied to Margaret Hart's trust line.
This is a private inheritance dispute being weaponized to extort a public company.
If I wanted extortion, I would have asked in private. I'm here in public because theft likes dark rooms. She rehearsed this. Look at her. This is manipulation. No, Vivian. This is what a woman sounds like when she finally stops auditioning for sympathy.
Now, if the company wants to speak, let it speak honestly.
She's right. I knew the parcel mattered before I married Lucy Hart. I traced the trust. I understood the strategic value, and yes, I allowed that knowledge to shape the arrangement that became our marriage. That was my calculation. It was wrong.
Derek, stop talking!
No! You've had enough silence from me. As of this morning, I have formally relinquished operational control and claim over the Parcel 9 expansion track. If the group wants any future discussion involving that land, it goes through Lucy Hart, not through me.
This is corporate self-destruction!
No. I'm stopping other people from doing it in my name. There's one more thing. Internal records indicates coordinated communications between executive channels and outside media pressure operations linked to Vivian Stone.
That's insane.
No, manipulating headlines to move price is insane.
Turn that screen off.
Matthew Cole, step away from the stage. This proves nothing. Context matters.
Then let's add context.
Bank routing shows trust-diverted funds were later layered through entities tied to Cole's acquisition pool.
I didn't know where the money came from. I just did media strategy.
You sold volatility and designer heels. Don't downgrade your own job now.
She approached us first. The family dispute existed before any market position.
You used me!
No, you didn't use each other. You recognized each other because all of you thought truth was negotiable.
We'll be taking statements from all three of you.
Matthew told me it was just pressure. He said we only needed to soften Derek before the offer.
You stupid sir! Enough.
Move. You stole from my mother, lied to the court, and tried to erase me before I could speak. She left me something you never understood. Proof.
Trust any authority is hereby suspended.
Given the bank diversion, false debt submissions, and corroborating testimonial instruction, continued control by Helen Hart poses an ongoing risk.
Do you deny receiving these transfers?
They were reimbursements, household allocations, informed understandings. There is no legal doctrine called, I spent it because I felt entitled.
Do you have documented support for these so-called understandings?
She took care of everything after Margaret died. That has to count for something.
It does. It counts as access, and she turned access into ownership.
If control is restored, how do you intend to administer the estate?
I will restore the trust, pursue diverted assets, and establish a charitable fund in my mother's name.
Temporary control is restored to Lucy Hart. Related accounts are frozen immediately.
Mom.
How do you feel after regaining control of the trust?
My mother's name was used, buried, and stolen from. Today, it was returned.
Clean it out. Matthew's people are gone. Compliance review is live.
If the company survives this, it survives cleaner.
If you make him cry, I want front row seats. He's too controlled to cry in public. Then do it privately. He deserves a little suffering.
The first agreement was built on pressure, secrecy, and my arrogance. I can't undo how this started. I can only tell you how I want anything after this to start.
You removed the control clauses.
I didn't come here for your mother's fund, your land, or your last name. I came here for you, just Lucy.
Do you know what changed?
What?
I don't need your name anymore. This time, if we do this...
I know. That's why this means something now. We choose it.
No borrowed names.
Just us.
If either of you screws this up again, I'm billing both of you for therapy.